We appreciate you supplying this awesome looking cigar.
Yeah.
It's the Outcast cigar. So which line is this one, if you don't mind?
So that was an offset. It's an offset of our regular brands. Miami
Okay.
Cigar is the name of our company. So that's the larger umbrella company for what we're about, who we are, what we do. And underneath that umbrella, we have the Tatiana line of cigars. The cigar that we see in all different stores, obviously throughout the United States, does very well. It is an infused cigar, so sweet cigar. Then we have the Nesta Miranda line, which is made at my father's cigar factory in Esteli. And we have the Don Lino Africa, which is made by AJ Fernandez in Esteli as well. And the Outcast, the one that we're going to smoke today, that's the new baby in the family. So it's been a couple years in the making, and it's a totally different smoking experience. One that I hope everybody enjoys. It's been in the market for about 10 months. It's doing very well. It's in about over 1,000 stores. So we're starting to see the traction in the stores. Yeah. Seeing it out there all throughout the U.S. You can go to outcastcigars.com and you can find the retailer near you to find where it is located about the cigar. So the cigar is a different smoking experience. The Outcast cigar name, I love Outcast, the brand, and I love Outcast, the band. So that's kind of why we came out with the name of it when we were thinking about a name. But it's not just because of that. It is Outcast because there are some outliers in the blend. And the main star of the show of the blend is the Black Cavendish pipe tobacco. So we did use pipe tobacco in this blend, in the filler. And the reason why we did that is we wanted to bring some aromatic qualities to the cigar, but different than how we do it with the Tatiana cigar, which is more of an infusion. This one is through the natural pipe tobaccos in the filler. On this blend, our first blend through Outcast, we used the Black Cavendish pipe tobacco. To piggyback off of that, we wanted to make sure that the entire blend was 100% premium and from different origins and different seeds that we were all familiar with. So we started with a Brazilian wrapper. The variety of wrapper from Brazil is actually a Cuba wrapper. Not one used very often. Brazil, we do know about a lot of Brazilian wrappers, but not so much the Cuba wrapper. The reason why it worked for us is we were looking for the toothiness and the actual aesthetics that wrapper gives us. So it's a nice darker wrapper, but it's not an overpowering wrapper. So it's not going to overpower the pipe tobacco, which is the star of the show again. So since it is a lighter wrapper, on the binder, we wanted to come out with something that just gave it a little bit of spice to it. Again, nothing overpowering, but something that we could at least feel. So we went with this Sumatra binder. Gives you a little bit of spice there, and then the Dominican fillers, and lastly the pipe tobacco, the Black Cavendish, which rounds out the cigar. It does have a subtle sweet tip on it, so just to be ready for that when you guys smoke it. Some people are pro or anti-sweet tip. I'll just say, just give it a chance. It is subtle. After the first third, it does go away, but it adds to the smoking experience. So like I said again, I personally, I like medium-bodied cigars. Some people like mild, some like full-bodied. This is definitely a mild plus cigar. But it's one that I'm enjoying now regularly, not just because it's our cigar, but it is a total change of pace. It's a fun cigar. You smoke it, you don't need to think much about it. It's just a cool smoking experience. The aroma's really nice. It's not overpowering. The blend is nice. It gives you a little bit, but it's a mild plus, not overpowering as far as strength or spice. What I do love about it is the cleanliness of it on the palate. So what do I mean by that? Just at the end of smoking this cigar, your palate is refreshed. It's kind of like a refresher too. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times when I'm smoking some medium bodies, maybe even getting up to the full bodies, after a couple cigars, like your palate's pretty shot. And you want to have that other cigar where you're like, man, I don't, I'm just going to grab this one because I really don't taste as much. With the Outcast, when you do smoke that, it kind of resets your palate back to the beginning. 100% not the reason why we blended it the way we did. I had no idea it would have that effect on it.
It's a bonus.
But, it's a bonus. We actually got some of that information on the first events that we were doing. Finally getting like those fuller bodied guys to actually try the cigar, explaining it to them and say, hey guys, just give it a try. I'm here just for you guys to try the cigar. At the end of the day, there's cigars that we like, there's cigars that we don't like, and you're not going to hurt my feelings. Let's just try it. And then when they tried it, they're like, man, my palate is like refreshed. And I was like, okay, this guy's crazy. And then went to the next event and spoke to another guy, and he's like, said the same thing without me even bringing it up. He told me, he's like, man, I feel like I have a reset to like my palate and I can go back to the medium body. I'm like, all right, well, this is obviously there's something there. And then going back to the factory and having the guys smoke it over there. And they got back to us. They're like, it really is just because it is such a clean blend. It really does refresh that palate. So I was like, all right, that's a good key for me to talk to some of the fuller bodied smokers and let them know, hey, it is a change of pace, but it is something that could be added into your arsenal of cigars that you guys smoke on a weekly basis.
Do first thoughts on the cigar. So we gotta do.
We'll go.
So
I'm
I know. Hold on.
Forget first thoughts, man. Just go.
But
with
let's
it.
talk about the cigar. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's just talk about the cigar then instead of the first thoughts. So, like I said from the beginning, it did have that. It does have the sweetness, and it's already starting to go away. Like you said, I mean, almost first third gone. It's about gone. But it did have that coffee with creamer taste to it, and it had a sweet chocolate taste to it. Which, like I said, on the cold draw, I was like, I was tasting that right away. That's gone completely now. I don't have that anymore now that I've lit it. So that taste is gone, but it still has a really good taste to it. It's very mellow. I would put it probably like a mild plus on that scale as far as like strength. So that dark wrapper, like you're saying, don't be afraid of that. You know, it doesn't have that punch to the face that you're expecting. But it's very pleasant, and I'm enjoying it. How about you, Andy?
All right, so you all, sorry, Jason, the rest of these guys know how I feel about sweet tips, and Zach and I kind of...
I'm waiting for...
He's waiting to see
stuff.
what I... God damn it, this is a piece of shit. No. Very subtle, and actually, you know, if you're going to have a sweet tip, this is the way to go about it.
Yeah. Right?
Comparative to the other shit that, you know, Gibbs has asked me to smoke or made me smoke over the years. No, the sweet tip was subtle, and yeah, you're right. It was gone within the first third, maybe even the first quarter. But it does have that pipe feel to it. You know, I was while you were talking about the pipe tobacco one, I'm like, I think I've got a pipe this will fit in. This would be fun. But I did a V cut on it, so there's no way I get enough draw on the pipe. But yeah, it's delicious. You know, it's very clean. I agree with what you said about it being like a palate cleanser. It's a very clean tasting cigar, but it's got that pipe, you know, essence to it. So I'm digging it.
Yep. How about you, Grim?
Sweet tip and all.
I thought of a really good joke for this. This cigar catfished me. Ha ha ha. Get it? Because he's a cat and it's been... Look, man, I pulled out this
I
cigar
feel
and I was
terrible
like, man,
how
it's dark.
funny that is to me.
Yep.
I pulled it out and I was like, man, it's a dark wrapper. We're in the Habana range. It's gonna be, you know, intense and all. I'm gonna take it out on a sweet, you know, cigar tinder date or whatever. And then I got it and it was like chocolatey and sweet and light and stuff. And I was like, you lied to me. I enjoy it though, man. Like it's all joking aside. I'm not a infused fan. Like I don't do the pipe tobacco mostly because a lot of it's flavored and such. I would put this on the list so far. Like I'm enjoying it, man. Like it. If I had to compare it to anything, it's like smoking hot cocoa without the super heat. Like you know.
All right.
Okay, that's fair. How about
Yeah.
you, Robert? Maybe
Are
not
you on
Robert.
mute?
How about Zach?
Okay, he's gone.
Oh,
He's
there he
gone.
goes.
Guy was driving down the street with an incredibly loud muffler. It's annoying.
So you did us a favor.
I agree with him. The flavor when I first lit it was there, and as it goes down, it goes away. So that's awesome because I like infused, but not heavily infused. The smell coming off the foot was awesome. It's burning even all the way through. I love how it smokes. It smokes the whole time. There's sometimes I'll light a cigar and I'll start smoking it, and I don't know that I'm smoking it because there's no smoke coming off of it. Where with this one, it's there, so it's pretty cool.
Fair enough.
Nice.
How about you, Zach?
Well, I'm always skeptical when there's a, infusion or sweet tip or pipe tobacco. But as I've become educated over the past couple of years, that's not always a bad thing. And it is a nice change of pace. I've been smoking a lot of kind of medium to full, and it's nice and easy. And like I said earlier, it's a lot of the things I like about a pipe. It's light and kind of airy and doesn't have too much pepper when you retrohale it. It's pleasant the whole time, but I don't have to fiddle with it. I haven't had to retouch it. It's just working. Whereas when I smoke a pipe, I spend half the time just kind of fucking with the bowl to get it to light and keep it lit. So,
Right.
enjoying it.
I know there's some
Very
people
cool.
out there right now are like, so if a lot of you guys don't like flavor, don't like sweet tip, don't like any of that, why did you go see Miami Cigar at PCA?
Well, I have a list of reasons.
I know, and yes, and that is the reason.
That is my
Vanessa
biggest
Miranda.
reason, right there.
That's what draws us in. Draws
Awesome.
us in. We smoked that for years. Me and Andy we have fond memories of sharing those cigars. But then we saw this, and we were very much intrigued. So we were very happy whenever you want to talk to us about this. So I do want to say thank you for doing that.
Pointing that.
Well, I am getting to the sad part of my cigar, where it's actually burning my lips, and I don't want to put it down.
They're like
I
5 more
really
minutes.
don't. You
I like
do,
that.
but you draw it out. So I think we need to rate them. So for mine, I'll be 100% honest. This is
Please.
the first pipe tobacco cigar that it actually tastes like pipe tobacco throughout the entire thing. And it is
Like that.
enjoyable. And it doesn't have that heat that you do when you get a pipe, right? Because those tend to get a little bit hotter on the lips and everything like that. This does not until
It does
first
when you get to
burn your
that point,
lips.
Gibbs.
When you get to this point, it does burn your lip.
But all cigars do
until
that at
that
that point.
Yeah.
That's not
Up until
different.
that
That's
point-
normal.
You don't have that heat. And it's just enjoyable. It's a really good taste. I mean, I really dig this cigar. I like the Outcast. I was a little, shy about it at first, but you've definitely convinced me. This is a good cigar. Like I said, if I'm looking for that pipe tobacco in my cigar, this is the first one that I can say, literally, I can taste the pipe tobacco almost throughout the entire thing, and I enjoy it.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a leaf cutter approved. So that's a pretty high rating for us. If it's approved by us, it's a high rating from us.
Nope. Appreciate that.
So how about you, Andy?
Shit, you use the new ratings. I don't have those like.
Yeah,
I
I was
don't-
I don't know
expecting
what the hell
the
that is.
numbers.
Fine.
Did
It'd
you
be a
send a memo?
4.75.
okay.
I did.
Yeah.
You didn't listen, but it's okay. It's
Did it-
It's in the-
4.75 out
did
of
it
5.
email?
I don't have the spreadsheet. I don't have the spreadsheet. I don't know what the thing is. So
The
Did
formula.
you send your TPS report?
yeah. There's like
All right.
this
How about
thing that has to do with the time of day and what you've had to drink and like whether or
Can you still
not
feel
your
feelings?
wife's pretty complicated.
Is it
all
weird
right, so
that
just
your
give me your
emails always
score.
go to my
I'll
trash
give you the
folder?
rating. How about that? Yeah, that's probably the one you put in the trash folder, buddy. Yeah, that's it.
They all go to the trash folder. Don't worry about it.
That's all the text messages. He deletes every one of them every time.
He's like, I don't want any of that. I don't want any of
They're
that.
evidence.
God, all this yapping.
Wait, you sent
My wife
text?
saw like, you still doing the podcast? I'm all like, no, honey. I swear to God, I'm not doing nothing.
Oh, that's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
turn. now.
Andy.
All right. All right. So Gibbs says he was skeptical. Well, what did you say? You were
But it's really
Shy.
you're shy about it and a little reserved
shy.
about it.
What was it?
Yeah,
I
how
was
about that?
skeptical because the word sweet tip really always just kind of makes me just go, really? But that being said, pleasantly surprised. It was really subtle.
Like
and
that.
It wasn't, and it's not still on my lips. And that, to me, that's a huge plus. Because we've all had those sweet tip cigars that are like, I'm going to taste this for the rest of the day. It doesn't matter what I eat or drink, unless I'm drinking Clorox. And Tide Pods don't taste good. So, that being said, it burned really well. I had to touch it up a couple of times, but it's been fucking storming like a motherfucker all, since we got off work until like right before the podcast. I've got the fan on, it's not the cigars. I'm not blaming the cigar for a wonky burn on occasion. I'm with Gibbs. It maintained that pipe flavor throughout, but it was still really clean. And that's, that's interesting to me. And I did actually really enjoy it. I'm actually gonna give it a 5 because it kind of blew my mind. Stop looking so fucking surprised, Gibbs.
I'm surprised. I'm
astonished.
shocked. I'm fucking shocked.
I'm gonna give it because it hit all the things for me, and I was pleasantly surprised, and I've really enjoyed it. So that's it. That's what we're doing.
So that would be
Awesome.
a leaf cutter approved. I don't know how hard that one was. And just so you know, Jason, our scale goes 1 to 5. So 5 is the highest
Okay.
you can get.
Awesome.
that's-
Love
Most
that.
of us from the South, we can't count past 5. So
It's
Pretty much.
I need my
You
You
fingers.
can do the
One
thing
hand.
with the yeah.
yeah, it's the whole hand.
And being from Georgia, like me, Robert, and Graham are, we can appreciate the Outcast. I'm just saying.
Right?
Yeah, that's where they're from. Outcast is from right here in Georgia.
Love it. That's right.
You
Atlanta.
realize we're from the same state. Just because I live in
No, no, no.
Louisiana doesn't mean I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gave up all your Georgia
You're a
rights.
traitor.
Go ahead.
Yep, you're a traitor.
I
How
hate
about
you
you,
all.
Graham?
I mean, the date went well enough. I was still a little weird about the entire, like being catfish thing. But I gave it an honest to God effort. And, like she was all like, I'm sweet. And I'm all like, I'm not, motherfucker. And, I might text her in a couple days. We'll see how it goes. My pairing for this was interesting.
Monster?
No.
It wasn't Monster. I'm surprised.
Moonshine.
Whoa.
Got the shine.
Moonshine.
You got the
I
clear
mean,
liquor.
Damn.
Salted chocolate, and I
did.
kept on, man. I shouldn't have any more moonshine, and I was like, but the salted chocolate's delicious. Oh my god, it was so good. So, I didn't have any problems with the cigar. I'm not a sweets person, so that was like really the only turn on for me because like I enjoyed it. It was, as I said, it was like hot cocoa. I'm not like I would recommend it to people that do enjoy cigars that have a flavor to them. It is very good, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Even though like if it was flavored and I didn't enjoy it, it'd be a lot lower. Like it's a very well made cigar. It is, the sweet tip was a good add on. It was pretty good. And as I said, the shine gave it that little extra salted goodness. So like it was good.
Very cool.
All right.
The
Wait, is that
shine,
good?
like
Is that leaf cutter approved, or is that worth our time? What's the rating? I don't know.
That is Leaf Cutter approves.
Okay, I got it. Leaf cutter approved. We're good.
That's it. Robert?
Okay, so Gibbs
Wait,
brought it up.
Robert's not done. You're not done with yours?
No,
I know,
am
right?
thoroughly
Wow.
enjoying this. Thank you very much. Being the only one who's ever met Outcast in life, I can tell you this is
Just
as
name
unique
drop it.
as they really are. Okay. Well, I used to bowl at the same bowling alley he went to, that Big Boy went
Boy,
to, and
yeah.
Big Boy actually came into my store a few times to buy CDs, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
Was
That's
it
it,
boosting
and
his own
then-
sales?
And then during the speaker box release, that's where I met Andre. So it was a pretty cool chapter in my life. But this is a 5.0 cigar from beginning
go.
to end. Everything I like about a cigar was there, and definitely gonna have some more of these.
Awesome. Thank you.
Leaf Cutter approved. And Zach.
Well, I'm just gonna echo a bunch of shit you all already said. So my
You had shine?
when I was a kid, no, I don't have any shine.
Damn it.
When I was a kid, my dad used to smoke a pipe, and I always loved the way that smelled. And so pipe tobacco has a special place in my heart. But I just suck at smoking a pipe, and this is like the version that I can smoke
Reach.
well.
Right.
And as far as flavors go, it's kind of chocolatey and it's kind of like coffee and cream, like Gibbs was saying. And I gotta give it like a 4.9 because it's like I'm just flabbergasted by it. It's probably a 5. I gotta be honest, but I'm flabbergasted.
You're fixing the rating. It's fine.
So I'm
I
gonna give it the
appreciate that, guys.
4.9. This is a fantastic cigar, and I'm looking forward to having another one because it's the right different cigar for I've been smoking a bunch of whatever and I want something different, and this is the different that I definitely dig. And the sweet tip, like Andy was saying, usually turns me off. If I have a sweet tip cigar, a lot of times it just distracts me from the rest of the cigar, and this is the right amount of sweet tip to complement the cigar, and it's just so well balanced. And the retro is so
100%.
smooth. It's killer, man.
Awesome.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Another
Thanks,
Leaf
Audrey.
Cutter
I
approved.
really appreciate it.